Dear wonderful soul, truly warms my heart to know you're here with me in this moment. Please know, finding your way here wasn't just luck or a random thing. No, this is a meeting that was truly meant to be, a special appointment arranged by the loving universe, a time set aside just for you, chosen with so much care from above. Before we get into what's next, please take a slow, deep breath in. As you breathe out, feel your heart calm down, like a leaf gently landing on still water. You're in a completely safe place here. You're surrounded by love here, and you're just about to receive a message, a whisper from the angels, that could light up your path and change everything for you in the most wonderful ways. If this is your first time tuning into this kind of energy, a big, warm welcome to this special place of loving advice. I really encourage you to open your heart completely, because Spirit often speaks at the perfect, divine moment, and the very next thing shared might be exactly what your soul has been longing for, the answer to a prayer you've held onto tightly. Now, dear one, if you feel a connection, something stirring inside you as you're here right now, I want you to let your heart deeply agree with these words of faith. I believe, or I receive. Don't be shy. Let this inner statement be your clear sign to the universe, to heaven, that your heart is open like a flower blooming. Your faith is alive and strong, and your spirit is totally ready for the amazing breakthrough that is surely coming your way. This is a powerful way to get in sync, a way of saying yes to the good things that are looking for you. The angels have been sending messages so clearly, pure and bright. Today's guidance is all about love, but not just any regular kind of love. We're talking about a connection brought together by the divine, a soul bond that's meant to come into your life, maybe when you least expect it, but exactly when you need it most. And the truth, a wonderfully comforting truth, is that this love is much closer than you might realize right now, unless a very specific misunderstanding happens, a particular wrong step is taken. So, stay with me, stay present, because the wisdom in this message could be the very thing that decides whether you happily welcome this special, heaven-sent love or accidentally cause a delay in getting what's already meant for you. The angels have shown me, in visions and feelings, that someone with a youthful energy, perhaps younger in years or simply young at heart, lively and full of life. Someone who also has a feeling of abundance or wealth around them, which can mean money, but also spiritual or emotional richness. Someone quite unexpected is ready to step into your life's journey. This person has been carefully prepared by loving, divine hands, not just to offer you deep and meaningful love, but also to bless your life, lift your spirit, and fit perfectly with your own divine calling, your soul's purpose. And I feel that some of you, even now, may already be sensing this gentle but powerful energy shifting around you. Maybe your dreams have become more vivid, easier to remember. You might have had moments where you've strongly felt someone thinking of you, a warm feeling coming over you for no clear reason. You might have even noticed certain names, dates, or numbers that seem to pop up again and again in your daily life. Please know, this isn't just in your imagination. This is the beautiful dance of things lining up perfectly. Heaven is already moving the detailed pieces on the big chessboard of life, arranging situations, connecting hearts across distances, and preparing a meeting that was written in the stars, planned in love long before you even took your first breath. But here is a very important truth, a gentle warning. There is a mistake, a way of thinking or reacting that you must consciously try to avoid, and we'll talk more about that in just a moment. First, I really want you to understand how deep and important this message is. The divine has heard your prayers, every whispered wish, every heartfelt request. The divine has seen the silent tears you've cried when you were alone, the tears that no one else knew about. The divine knows all about the nights when you felt maybe you weren't worthy of love, or felt left alone, or felt the sting of being let down. And yet, even during those lonely times, those times of quiet sadness, something deep inside you, a tough little spark of hope, kept believing that a higher, truer, deeper love was really meant for you. That strong belief, no matter how small it seems sometimes, has started something incredibly powerful in the spiritual world. That persistent faith has become like a magnet, pulling towards you a connection so rare, so divinely inspired, that it will not only change your relationship status but will also touch and lift your entire life's purpose, bringing new meaning and joy. The angels are saying, with such sureness and love, love is coming. Real love. Heaven-sent love. This person who is approaching might not fit the picture you've had in your mind. They might have that youthful feeling, and their energy might seem almost too bold, too bright, too intensely alive to be for you, especially if you've gotten used to quieter connections. But hear this clearly, dear one. God, the universe, the source of all love, isn't limited by your past likes, your learned expectations, or your previous disappointments. What is being brought to you now isn't just for romance, though romance will be a beautiful part of it. It is for destiny. The old wisdom in Proverbs 18 verse 22 tells us, one who finds a true partner finds what is good and receives favor from the source. This isn't a casual, short-lived love. This is a love that brings with it huge favor, and that favor can show up financially, spiritually, emotionally, and even in your family line, spreading out to bless those connected to you. You are not just meeting a person. You are beautifully bumping into a special assignment, a shared journey of growth and making a difference. But here's the warning, the gentle heads up, the mistake the angels strongly advise you to avoid. Do not turn down the blessing simply because it shows up in a way that's different from what you had imagined or carefully planned. Don't dismiss the person because their youthful energy feels new or maybe even a little overwhelming at first. Don't turn away because you assume their wealth or abundance means they won't understand your journey, your struggles, or your heart. Most importantly, do not mess up this divine connection with old patterns of feeling insecure, with pride that tries to control things, or with fear based on past hurts. Because if you let these old shadows guide your reaction, you risk walking away from the very thing, the very love, the very answer you've been so seriously praying for. Isaiah 43 verse 19 speaks to this. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? This person, this connection, is a key part of the beautiful new thing God is doing in your life. They are different because you, too, are different now. You have grown, you have changed. They carry abundance because your life is now entering a season of divine plenty, a time of getting back what you have sown in faith. Their youthful spirit isn't meant to make you feel uneasy, but to gently remind you that joy, playfulness, adventure, and vibrant aliveness are still very much meant for you, your birthright. It's time to let go of any leftover belief that love has to look like struggle, pain, or a repeat of familiar but unfulfilling patterns. You've outgrown relationships that were just about surviving, those connections that merely helped you get by. This new love is about growing, thriving, and expanding. This is about building a legacy of love. This is about a true spiritual partnership, not just looking for emotional comfort or a quick fix for loneliness. The signs will begin quietly, maybe as a gentle whisper in your soul. You might notice a clear shift in your personal energy, a lightness or a sense of happy expectation bubbling up from inside. There might be a comforting sense that someone is watching over you, a protective feeling you can't quite explain. You'll likely see an increase in meaningful coincidences, things that feel too perfect to be random. Numbers like 1111, 444, 222, or other sequences that mean something special to you might start appearing often. You could have repeated dreams with the same unknown face, a distinct feeling, or even a name that feels important when you wake up. Your physical body may even react. You might feel warmer, more alive, more sensitive to energies around you. It's really important not to brush these subtle signs off as just imagination or wishful thinking. They are important parts of the process of this happening. Your soul is lining up with this incoming blessing. You'll begin to feel an intuitive pull towards places you wouldn't usually go. Maybe an unfamiliar neighborhood, a new type of event, or even a sudden urge to take a different route home from work. The angels suggest that you'll be led by what seems like a divine detour, a moment that appears random but is, in fact, the carefully planned point of divine meeting, the special intersection where your path and theirs are meant to cross. When you finally meet this person, their presence will feel like a unique mix, both an energizing spark and a calming, safe place. You'll feel an immediate sense of safety around them, yet at the same time, your spirit will feel awakened, as if a sleeping part of you is coming alive. You might feel gently challenged to grow, but also deeply comforted and understood. It won't be about putting on a show or trying to be someone you're not. It will be a deep recognition, a sense of, oh, there you are, as if your souls remember each other from a time before time. And yes, they will likely come with a sense of wealth. This isn't just about money in the bank, though that might be there. More importantly, it's about a wealthy mind, rich with ideas and wisdom, a wealthy spirit, full of kindness and generosity, and a wealthy purpose, driven by a desire to make a positive impact. They've likely worked hard, grown perhaps more quickly than others their age, and they've been patiently waiting, whether they knew it or not, for someone who matches their depth, their honesty, and their vision. That someone, dear one, is you. Matthew 6 verse 33 beautifully reminds us. But seek first the kingdom of God and divine righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. This is your season where all these things, including deep love, plentiful provision, and lasting peace, are being lovingly added to your life because you've consistently kept seeking that connection with the divine, with your higher self. But here's where you must stay particularly alert and spiritually wise. The moment true, divine love begins to draw closer, it's not uncommon for spiritual challenges to increase. Old fears, insecurities you thought you'd beaten, may reappear with surprising strength. Doubts, like creeping plants, may try to tangle up your thoughts. Sometimes, ex-partners or connections from the past might suddenly try to come back, creating confusion or distraction. Distractions, in general, might increase, pulling your attention in different directions. Why does this happen? Because any force that opposes love and light fears what you are about to become, the power you will have when you connect with the one divinely meant for you. The angels strongly advise, protect your spirit. This new connection, in its early stages, isn't for everyone to know about or discuss widely. It's for sacred protection, like a delicate young plant that needs careful nurturing away from harsh weather. Speak life over it in your prayers and positive statements, but keep its precious details mostly between you and God in the beginning. Don't let a lot of opinions, especially from those who may not understand or who carry their own unhealed wounds, spoil the purity of what is being beautifully created. And this next part is absolutely key. Build up gratitude before it even arrives. Begin to praise God, the universe, in advance for this love. Say thank you for a cherished person you haven't yet fully met in person. Bless a heart you haven't yet touched but can feel in spirit. Gratitude is a powerful signal to heaven, a clear sign that you are ready and open to receive. Plus, it creates a high, positive energy that naturally attracts miracles and blessings into your experience. Philippians 4 verses 6 to 7 offers such deep wisdom. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. That phrase, with thanksgiving, is the golden key. Be thankful now, in this moment of waiting with excitement, and you will be far less likely to miss or overlook what's coming later, because your heart will already be tuned in to its arrival. You've both been prepared. This person who is coming towards you may not have had an easy journey either. In fact, I sense that they've likely faced their own share of being let down, moments of deep confusion, and perhaps intense pressure to succeed or fit in. But through it all, they never stopped believing, deep down, that someone somewhere would understand them not just for their outward achievements or status, but for the truth of their soul, their inner self. You, beloved friend, are the answer to their heartfelt prayers, just as they are an answer to yours. And you, too, have been going through a deep, shaping process. You've been healing from past hurts, learning your own worth, and bravely letting go of connections that weren't real or didn't honor your true self. You've grown, you've matured, and you've clarified your desires, figuring out what truly matters to you in a partnership. That period of waiting, of inner work, was not wasted time. That was vital preparation for the promise that is now coming true. This connection is bigger than just the two of you, carries a mission, a divine purpose. Together, your combined energies will influence others in positive ways. Together, you will inspire healing, not just in each other, but in those whose lives you touch. Together, you will create something beautiful that reflects heaven's heart, something that brings more love and light into the world. Whether it's through helping others, creative projects, a business run with heart, or dedicated community work, your union is designed to release something powerful and transformative on earth. Ephesians 3 verse 20 holds a wonderful promise that God is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to the divine power that is at work within us. What's coming for you in this love is indeed more than what you've perhaps dared to imagine. It may feel overwhelming at times, almost too good to be true, but please ground yourself in knowing that it is not. It is divine reward, a loving gift for all you've patiently gone through and faithfully navigated. This love holds the power to break old, limiting family patterns. Where there was once fear gripping your family line, there will now be a foundation of deep trust. Where there was a mindset of poverty or not enough, there will now be an experience of genuine plenty and abundance. Where there was a painful pattern of being abandoned, there will now be steady consistency and unwavering presence. You are, in a very real sense, the one your ancestors prayed for, the one who has the chance to end negative cycles and bring in a new legacy of love and light. And this partner, this divine connection, is a vital part of that special plan. Romans 8 verse 28 offers this beautiful reassurance. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love God, who have been called according to divine purpose. You have been called, you have been chosen, and you have been set apart for something special. And this love that is coming is not just for your comfort, though it will bring great comfort. It is for purpose, a shared journey of making a difference. But please remember always, do not make the mistake of talking yourself out of what heaven is so lovingly trying to give you. Don't pull back when the blessing appears. Don't let society's ideas about age, or fixed notions about money, or quick judgments about appearance confuse your spiritual understanding. You will know this person by the deep way your soul feels truly seen, deeply understood, and unconditionally accepted. You will know them by the real peace their presence brings, even in moments of comfortable silence. As this part of the message gently settles into your heart, allow yourself to confirm once more within your spirit, I am blessed and ready. Let the angels sense this inner statement. Let the heavens record your faith. Let your belief speak loudly, even before your outward situation visibly changes. You've been praying for a sign, haven't you? Quietly hoping, perhaps in the quiet of the night, that all your waiting, your strong faithfulness, your quiet devotion hasn't been for nothing. And now, beloved one, the angels come bringing this message of clarity and hope. Love is indeed coming. A love unlike anything you've known before, richer, deeper, and more in line with your truest self. But there is that gentle yet firm warning woven into their message today. This amazing love will arrive and grow unless you make one particular kind of mistake, a misjudgment born of old fears or limited views. Before we go further into the beautiful details, I want you to just pause for a moment, take another deep breath, and let your heart whisper, or even shout silently within, I believe in divine timing. Say it with strong belief in the quiet of your own being. When you confirm this, you're not just casually thinking. You are actively turning on a powerful spiritual principle. You are stepping into conscious agreement with heaven's perfect rhythm. You are lining up your personal energy with the angelic energies that are working tirelessly, often unseen, behind the scenes of ordinary reality to make this destined meeting happen. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, for your highest good and the good of everyone involved. The angels are clearly revealing that someone with a youthful energy, yes, younger perhaps in actual age, or maybe younger in spirit, with a fresh, vibrant outlook on life, is being divinely positioned, guided like a ship by a loving captain, to walk into your life. This individual is also described as wealthy, and remember, this wealth isn't just about material things, though that can be part of it. It's more deeply about a wealth of spiritual insight, a richness of character, an abundance of kindness, and a generous heart. They may come from a world, a background, or a set of experiences that seems, on the surface, very different from yours. Their environment, their past journey, maybe even the way they speak or express themselves, might not be what you consciously expected or pictured. But it is precisely what God, in infinite wisdom, has prepared for you. And they are coming bearing gifts, spiritual gifts of understanding and connection, emotional gifts of support and affection, and potentially helping with financial ease or new opportunities. You see, for what may have felt like a very long time, you might have felt overlooked, perhaps even forgotten by the universe when it comes to deep, romantic partnership. You've likely wondered if perhaps the timing was off for you, if somehow your heart had been missed while others found their connections. But heaven whispers gently to you today, with endless compassion. You were never forgotten, not for a single moment. Instead, you were being preserved, protected, lovingly hidden under the shadow of the Almighty, shielded until the perfect moment. This was so that when this divinely appointed person arrived, they would not meet a version of you that was only half-healed, still lost in yesterday's sorrows, or carrying the burdens of past disappointments. No, they would see you as you truly are now, the one God has specially chosen, carefully shaped, and perfectly prepared for such a time as this, ready to love and be loved fully. The signs. Oh yes, there will be undeniable signs, and they will become increasingly clear. You're going to notice an unusual, yet gentle, stirring in your spirit in the coming days and weeks. It won't be anxiety, nor will it be confusion. Rather, it will be a feeling of divine anticipation, a quiet excitement, a knowing that something wonderful is on its way. You'll look around at your familiar surroundings, and you'll feel that something significant is shifting, even if you can't yet see the real evidence with your physical eyes. That's your spiritual radar, your intuition, picking up on the subtle but powerful change in the energetic atmosphere around you. And for some of you, the signs will be quite literal, appearing in your outer world. Perhaps those repeating numbers will become even more frequent or appear in surprising ways. Dreams might become more vivid, carrying clear messages or feelings of love and connection. You might have unexpected encounters with strangers who say something that feels like a direct message for you, mentioning things related to your future seemingly out of nowhere. Please, do not dismiss these perfectly timed moments as mere coincidence. The angels encourage you to perhaps even write them down, to acknowledge them, as they are heavenly clues guiding you along your path. The angels often say that confirmation will come in patterns, sometimes in threes. 3 distinct moments, 3 clear signs, 3 gentle nudges that make you pause and wonder, was that specifically for me? And the answer, dear one, will be a resounding, joyful yes. Now, about that mistake, that crucial point of awareness, and please listen with your heart, because this is often where many well-meaning souls accidentally get off the divine path. The mistake is rejecting what God, the universe, sends because it doesn't look exactly like what you had carefully pictured in your mind or on your vision board. If you are too narrowly focused on a specific age, a certain background, a particular profession, or how this person should appear or behave based on society's norms or past experiences, you may, without realizing it, reject a divine assignment that carries within it your much-prayed-for breakthrough. The angels lovingly urge, stop looking primarily through the eyes of the world, which are often clouded by judgment and limitation. Start seeing, truly seeing, through the eyes of heaven, which see with unconditional love and endless possibility. Isaiah 43 verse 19 echoes again, behold, I am doing a new thing now. It springs forth. Do you not perceive it? This is indeed a new thing God is doing in your life. Love is coming, but it may arrive in a form, a package that you didn't expect. Yet, it will be exactly what your soul has prayed for in its deepest, most secret places. And the only way you'll see it clearly, recognize it for the gift it is by keeping your heart wide open and your spirit extremely sensitive to the nudges of divine guidance. This person, this soul with that youthful, vibrant energy, has also gone through their own significant preparation. Don't let their actual age, if it is younger, trick you into underestimating their depth. Spiritually, they have journeyed through their own tough times, faced their own challenges, and have come out with a wisdom that often isn't found in books, but is created in the fire of experience. They've likely been hurt in the past, just as you may have been. They've learned, they've healed, and now they are ready to love fully, freely, and authentically in ways that will likely surprise and delight even you. They have a beautiful balance. They are bold in their truth but gentle in their approach, determined in their path but not forceful or bossy. And they carry the unmistakable good feeling of heaven upon their life, a certain light in their eyes, because they too have surrendered to divine timing and trusted the process. They didn't rush into other loves that weren't quite right. They waited patiently, or perhaps sometimes impatiently, but they waited. They allowed God to refine their desires, to clarify their vision for partnership, and now they are actively asking, perhaps even strongly praying, for someone just like you. Beloved, this is not just about romance, as beautiful as that is. The angels emphasize again and again that this is about destiny. This connection has a purpose that extends far beyond mere affection or companionship. It's about impact, about making a positive difference in the world together. When the two of you come together in partnership, you will create things, ideas, projects, healing, joy that will change families, lift communities, and perhaps even influence generations to come. Some of you will write books together or inspire each other's creative works. Some will start support groups or heart-centered businesses. Some may even bring into the world or nurture children who carry a special calling or unique gifts. This is precisely why there may have been so much resistance or so many challenges on your path up to this point. The enemy, any force that opposes love and progress, has tried to discourage you, to delay you, to distract you with lesser things, because it knows the immense power and light that will be unleashed when you two finally meet and unite. But the unwavering protection of God has surrounded you both, like an invisible shield. Psalm 91 verse 11 brings such comfort. For God will command the angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. Every apparent misstep, every perceived detour, it was all covered by grace. It was allowed only to teach you valuable lessons, not to destroy your spirit or throw your destiny off track. And now, in this very hour, you are being carefully aligned for this beautiful meeting. The Lord is not just sending love. God is sending help, provision, a legacy, and a deep sense of purpose, all wrapped up in the gift of one special person. Still worried, perhaps, about an age difference? Still wondering how others might see it, or what they might say? The angels gently say, release the fear of human opinion. God is not bound by humanity's often limited timelines, society's expectations, or narrow logic. Think about 1 Samuel 16 verse 7. People tend to look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. God has seen your heart in all its beauty and sincerity, and God has seen their heart. And heaven has definitely approved this connection. You might be the one who is older in years. You might feel like you're somehow behind in life according to some random society clock. But the Lord says this person does not see you that way at all. In fact, they are specifically drawn to your maturity, to the wisdom you've gained through experience, to the grace and grounding presence you naturally carry. They are, essentially, looking for a safe place to continue their own growth, a stable harbor, and your spirit has unknowingly been that shelter for them in the spiritual realm long before you even meet in the physical. This connection will undoubtedly bring a sense of wealth, but again, not just in money terms, though yes, the financial overflow will likely be present, because when divine partnerships form, good things naturally follow. It's a law of the universe. But far more importantly than money, this love brings deep emotional wealth. You will feel seen in a way you've never felt seen before. You will feel valued for exactly who you are, cherished without holding back. You will feel deeply understood, often without needing to speak many words. You will be encouraged to be your biggest, brightest self. You will not have to shrink or dim your light to be loved. You will not have to beg for their attention or affection. They will pursue you, not in an aggressive way, but with a heartfelt sincerity, because the Spirit will lead them to you with clarity and a gentle urgency. Proverbs 10 verse 22 wisely states, "The blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it." This relationship won't be built on striving, on constant effort, or on trying to fix each other. It will be built on an inherent ease, on a deep, lasting peace, on a divine flow that feels natural and right. You won't have to convince them to love you. They will already know, because their spirit will recognize yours with a joyful certainty. Still, the angels urge caution, not fear, but wisdom. As this beautiful connection draws ever nearer, so too might distractions. Old lovers or past connections may reappear, perhaps testing your resolve or clarity. Doubt, like a persistent whisper, may try to creep into your mind. Pride might tempt you to compare this new possibility with past experiences or with others' relationships. Resist all of it with gentle firmness. Stand firm in your faith and in your worth. Matthew 6 verse 33 reminds us yet again of the foundational principle. Seek first the kingdom of God and divine righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Keep your eyes focused on the source of the blessing, not just on the signs or the person. The love is coming, yes, but your primary focus must remain on the one who sends it, on your connection with the divine. And beloved, don't be afraid of the pace at which things might unfold. This love may move faster than you expected, not in a rushed or reckless way, but sped up by grace. That's what often happens when both people have been individually prepared, when both hearts have done their healing work, when there's nothing major to fix in each other. There's just a beautiful, divine unfolding to enjoy. Stay ready, stay open. And one more thing, a very important thing. The angels strongly encourage you to begin thanking God for this love now, even before it fully shows up in your physical reality. Don't wait to see it before you praise. Your gratitude is a powerful spiritual weapon. It signals to heaven that you trust the process. It tells any opposing energy that it has already lost. Philippians 4 verse 6 guides us so perfectly. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. So go ahead right now, in the quiet of your heart, say thank you. Thank God for the person you haven't met yet, but whose spirit is drawing near. Thank God for the alignment, the healing, the careful preparation. Thank God for every no that protected your ultimate yes. Thank God for any divine delay that kept you from settling for less than you deserved or from entering a connection too soon. Thank God for keeping you hidden, protected, and cherished until the divinely appointed time. Because that time, dear one, is now approaching with grace and certainty. And oh, the beautiful ripple effect this love will have. If children are part of your destiny, they will be raised in a house filled with prayer, power, and unconditional love. Your homes, individually and together, will carry the sweet smell of peace and harmony. Your collective influence will grow, not because you seek fame or recognition, but because people will be naturally drawn to the undeniable light, the authentic love that you two carry and radiate together. Joel 2 verse 25 holds such a powerful promise. I will restore to you the years the locusts have eaten. Yes, even the lost years, the times you felt were wasted or filled with sorrow, will be restored. What you thought was empty will become fertile ground for your future blessings. And the love that is coming your way will feel like healing wrapped in human form, a soothing balm for every past wound. This is why your obedience to your inner guidance has mattered so much. This is why your private tears, shed in moments of loneliness or frustration, were not in vain. They were watering the seeds of your future joy. You've sown in sorrow, but you will undoubtedly reap in abundant joy. You've trusted when it didn't always make logical sense. And now the reward, the harvest, is near. If you are still present with this message, feeling its truth connect deep within you, this guidance is definitely for you. And if you can feel the Spirit confirming it in the very core of your being, like a gentle warmth spreading through you, I want you to affirm one more time, deep in your soul, blessed and ready. Go ahead and feel that truth within you. Claim it. Seal this word of encouragement over your life. You are not waiting for nothing. You are not missing out on anything meant for you. You are simply being perfectly aligned for something even greater, more beautiful than what you may have asked for or imagined. And now just breathe. Breathe deeply and peacefully. You've made it this far on your journey, and that in itself means something profound. It means your spirit is awake and open. It means your heart, though perhaps scarred, is still open to love. It means that even when your outward circumstances may have told you to give up, to become bitter, something deep within you, that resilient spark of divine hope, whispered, keep believing. Don't lose faith. Let's talk a little more about the arrival of this special person. They are closer than you realize, even right now, in this very moment. As you are taking this in, they may be in the process of tying up loose ends in their own life, finishing an important task or project, or even completing a final stage of healing from something God, in loving wisdom, didn't want to bring into your special relationship. The angels are showing that heaven is doing a quick, efficient work behind the scenes, lovingly removing anyone and anything that would potentially block, hinder, or burden the clear path between you two. That path is being cleared right now, smoothed out for your meeting. That's why you might have felt a sudden stillness or a sense of pause in certain areas of your life. Recently, it's not because nothing is happening. Quite the opposite, it's because everything is being carefully realigned in your favor. There is a divine plan at play, detailed and beautiful. This soulmate, this chosen carrier of love, has likely had dreams or strong intuitive feelings about you. Even if they haven't seen your face clearly or don't know your name yet, their soul knows your soul's essence. They feel you in quiet moments of thought, perhaps in the early hours of the morning when the world is still, or during a particular song that stirs their emotions, or even when walking past strangers and feeling an unexplainable pull or a sense of searching. There's a magnetic recognition building, a sense of someone they've never met in the physical world, but already love deeply in the spirit. They have undoubtedly prayed for you, maybe not by name, but by the qualities you possess, by the feeling of connection they yearn for. They've asked for someone kind, someone wise, someone who won't judge them by the chapters of their life they've already outgrown. They've longed for a love that feels like home, a safe haven for their heart. And beloved, you are that home for them, just as they will be for you. Don't be surprised when they appear during a moment you weren't necessarily expecting, perhaps when you feel you're not at your best by worldly standards. You might even feel a little unprepared in the natural, perhaps wearing something simple, busy with an ordinary, everyday task. But that's often how heaven works its wonders. It doesn't need your performance or your perfection. It needs your presence, your authenticity. It needs your willingness to simply say, "Yes, God, I receive this blessing. My heart is open." And when they do come into your life, pay close attention to how you feel in their presence, not just what you see with your eyes or hear with your ears. The angels emphasize, you will know them by the peace they carry, and by the peace they bring out within you. Their energy will feel remarkably familiar, like a melody your soul remembers. Your nervous system won't go into anxious overdrive. You won't feel that exhausting pressure to impress them or to hide any part of who you are. They will see you, truly see all of you, and still choose you, especially, and perhaps most beautifully, the parts of yourself you may have tried to hide or felt were unlovable. The potential age difference, if there is one, may indeed make others raise eyebrows if they are looking through a conventional lens, but it holds no such concern in heaven. This relationship was specially chosen, designed by divine wisdom, not put together according to human standards or society's norms. If they are younger, their youth often brings energy, fresh viewpoints, and an inspiring vision for the future. Your maturity, if you are older, often brings grounding, wisdom, and a comforting grace. Together, you create a beautiful, dynamic balance. Together, you reflect the fullness of God's many-sided divine design for loving partnership. Some of you may feel a degree of resistance or questioning from people who simply don't understand, perhaps well-meaning friends, family members, or even spiritual acquaintances. But remember, their lack of understanding or their limited view is not your burden to carry or your battle to fight. When God calls something blessed, no human opinion can ultimately overrule or cancel it. Do not allow people who were not present with you in your tough times, who didn't witness your struggles or your growth, to determine who walks with you into your promised land of love. And beloved, make no mistake, this love is a promise. It was promised to you long before you even knew how to name it, long before you had the words to describe the deepest longings of your heart. It was promised long before you fully realized that you were naturally worthy of being loved so deeply, so completely, and so unconditionally. The scripture in Habakkuk 2 verse 3 offers such encouragement. For the vision awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay beyond its perfect timing. This may have felt like a delayed blessing, but it was never, ever a denied one. The timing was simply being perfected for the highest good of all. And now, As you consciously step into this new season of your life, the perceived delay is being lifted. The reward for your faith and perseverance is being lovingly released. The floodgates of blessing are opening, and not just in the area of love. Expect to see positive shifts in finances, in health and well-being, in family healing, in clarity of purpose, and in an overall sense of deep peace, all flowing more freely than ever before. Your obedience to your inner truth, your willingness to heal and grow, unlocked these blessings. Your tears, shed in moments of release and surrender, watered the seeds of this future. Your faith, even when it felt as small as a mustard seed, especially in your most fragile moments, touched the heart of heaven. But don't stop now. Don't let your guard down completely just yet. The enemy, or any opposing energy, will often try to plant seeds of fear or doubt when you're closest to your most significant blessing. It'll send whispers of unworthiness, distractions to pull you off course, or even fake connections that look like the real thing but lack true substance or divine approval. You must stay strong in your spiritual practices. You must keep your judgment sharp. You must continue to walk by faith, not by fear or by sight alone. Don't chase after signs obsessively. Instead, seek the Spirit, the source of all true guidance. Don't compare your timeline with anyone else's. Trust your unique divine timing. Don't panic or fall into despair when things feel quiet or seem to be moving slowly on the surface. Angels often do their most profound work in the silence, behind the scenes. Right now, in this very sacred present, you are being gently but surely led into a miracle. And the sheer beauty of it is this: you didn't have to earn it through struggle or trying hard. You just had to believe. You just had to stay the course. Stay in line with your truth. Stay in a state of gratitude. Stay in joyful expectation. Your life is about to change, potentially drastically, for the better. And the most wonderful part is that you won't have to force a single thing. This person will arrive in your life not because you begged, chased, or tried to control circumstances, but because the Lord, the loving universe, is sending them directly to you. They will love you the way heaven intended for you to be loved all along, fully, freely, fiercely, and faithfully. Don't forget what has already been spoken to your spirit, those quiet knowings, those intuitive feelings. This message is your confirmation. This is a sign of your alignment. This is truly your time. There will be moments, quiet reflective ones, perhaps in the near future, where you'll look back and realize with stunning clarity that every no you received, every perceived delay, every lonely night, was actually part of the intricate divine setup. You'll see how God protected you from connections that would have ultimately dimmed your light or led you down the wrong path. You'll understand how heaven lovingly blocked doors that would have led to further heartbreak. You'll appreciate how the angels fought spiritual battles for you that you'll never even consciously know about. All of this was planned to bring you right here, to the sacred doorway of divine love and shared destiny. This relationship won't just bring healing to you personally. It will create a beautiful ripple of healing that extends everywhere you go, to everyone you both touch. Your love will be a helping mission in itself, a testament to what is possible. Your home will be a safe place of peace and acceptance, and your very presence together, as a united front of love and light, will bring a sense of freedom, hope, and inspiration to those watching you from afar, even those you may never meet. That's why the spiritual challenges may have felt so heavy at times. That's why the wait may have seemed so long. That's why the enemy, the voice of doubt, tried so hard to convince you to settle for less. But you didn't. You held out for the truth of your heart's desire. And now, heaven is smiling over you, celebrating your strength and faith. You were strong even when you felt incredibly weak. You were obedient to your inner calling, even when you didn't fully understand the path. You were faithful to your hope, even when it cost you comfort or convenience. And now, God is rewarding you openly and abundantly. Remember the powerful promise in Galatians 6 verse 9. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. You didn't give up. You held on, sometimes by a thread, but you held on. You kept showing up in life with an open heart and a willing spirit. You manage to stay soft and compassionate in a world that can often feel hard and unforgiving. That softness, that tender heart of yours, it's your superpower. That gentleness, that ability to feel for others, it's what makes you so incredibly magnetic to this person who is coming into your life. They've likely encountered hardness in the world. They've probably experienced superficial or conditional love. But you, your authentic presence, you'll feel like warm sunlight to them after a long winter. Like a cool drink of water in a desert. Like peace. Like a safe place. A true home. They've been unconsciously trying to find their entire life. And here's the best part. The part that should make your heart sing. You won't have to chase it. This love will come to you. Heaven is sending it directly to your doorstep, so to speak. So what do you do now, in this beautiful time of waiting with excitement? You prepare, not out of anxiety or restless effort, but with a spirit of joyful expectation. Start to imagine your life as if this incredible love is already here, already a part of your reality. Perhaps you can symbolically set the table for two sometimes. Maybe clear a little space in your closet or a drawer, making room for another. Speak about the essence of your soulmate, their wonderful qualities, in your prayers and positive statements. Bless your home with love and light, creating a welcoming atmosphere. Bless your days, filling them with gratitude and positive intention. Walk with the quiet confidence of someone who knows they are already chosen, deeply loved, and divinely cherished. Because you are chosen. You are covered by grace. You are cherished beyond measure by the divine. This is not just another short romantic season you're entering. This is a divinely planned transition into deep wholeness, into true partnership, into a love that beautifully reflects the kingdom of heaven. A love that heals, a love that honors, a love that builds, a love that lasts for eternity. So now, beloved soul, breathe it all in. Feel the truth of these words sink into your being. The angels are surrounding you with their loving protection and guidance. Your name, your essence, is being whispered in places of favor and opportunity. Your presence is being carefully prepared for someone whose deepest, most sincere desire is to love you well, to cherish you completely. No more painful cycles of disappointment. No more confusing signals or mixed messages. No more frustrating delays. Just pure, perfect divine timing, beautiful divine alignment, and deep, unconditional divine love. If you have truly received this word today, if it has touched your heart and connected with your spirit, I want you to consider doing something powerful with this energy. Perhaps share the essence of this hope with others. Be a shining light that passes on the message of faith and love. Be the voice that confirms what someone else in your life has been too afraid to hope for, too hesitant to believe could be true for them. We are building something truly special here, a connection of souls who are committed to walking by faith, not just by sight. A gathering of chosen ones, of believers in the power of love, of soulmates waiting and in joyful discovery. Trust me, the journey of love, guided by spirit, is always unfolding with new blessings. And finally, if this message has spoken to your spirit in a meaningful way, if it has brought you comfort, clarity, or a much-needed confirmation, know that your openness allows this energy to flow. Every time you embrace hope, you plant a seed, not just for your own life, but contributing to a shared harvest of love. You become part of a larger mission of spreading light and encouragement. And for that, there is deep gratitude. Until we connect again, stay ready with an open heart. Stay faithful to your inner guidance. Stay aligned with your highest truth. Because love, real, divine, transformative love, is indeed on its way. And this time, dear one, it's undeniably, wonderfully, and forever for you. If these words have touched your heart, we ask you to think about supporting this channel. Your contributions allow us to continue sharing divine messages and blessings with people all over the world. Whether it's a super thanks of $10, $20, or any amount you feel called to give, every contribution helps us spread love and light, reaching those who need it most. We thank you for being part of this sacred journey, for allowing us to be a part of your path, and for helping us spread peace and love throughout the world. May God bless you with an abundance of love, peace, strength, and joy. Amen.